tonight. I figured I'd come on because I needed something to do and I feel like sewing, but I didn't want to sew any of my other projects because there's so many of them. And I said, well, how about I do some foundation paper piecing, because that's what I feel like doing. So I kind of got like when Becca was on earlier. So Becca, I was watching, and yeah, I was like, I think I need to make me some blocks too, except instead of using fabric as my foundation, I'm going to use paper, and I'm making smaller blocks. So I wanted to do something. So I have my scrap bin here, which has so many scraps in it. And I have my pile of phone book paper, and then I have my add a quarter rulers. I got the longer one for longer area, and then the shorter one for when I get to the edge. Really doesn't matter which one I use. And I even plugged my iron in, but I didn't turn it on, which is no big deal at the very moment. And I grabbed a rotary cutter. But for now, I'm just going to move my papers out of the way and grab just one. And I'm going to just grab scraps, and that doesn't matter which goes where. I kind of want them to stay more on the thinner side. So as long as the scrap can go from edge to edge, I have so many, then I can just do whatever. So I'm gonna grab a scrap and just have some fun. Hi, Terry. So yeah, as long as my scrap goes past the paper, both sides, I can sew. And I have the correct foot on, but I don't have my machine threaded because I didn't think that the live button was going to go as fast as it did. So it went fast, and now it's on. And I have the shake, so it makes a lot of this stuff hard to do because it's hard to focus when I'm all like shivery shaky, but that's what happens in the middle of the night. Hi, chocolate treat. Just gonna sew some scraps because I feel like it, and do some foundation paper piecing. And I'm just gonna grab from my tub of scraps and start sewing stuff, and it doesn't matter what it is, I'm just sewing it together. So I'm gonna put two pieces right sides together, and I'm gonna start making some blocks using paper. Hi, Regina. Hi, Debbie. Regina just woke up. I feel like poop. My head is pounding, and I got the shakes tonight, and I have a lot of chest pain. But I'm dealing, so I guess that kind of works to just deal with it. Oops, and I better need to change my stitch length. I was sewing bags. I've been sewing bags, so everything is bag settings. I'm just using paper to foundation piece string blocks. Like I said when I started the video, I was watching Becca and I was like, oh, I need to make these too. Except I'm using paper because that's what I have. And they're all just going to be different. They're not going to be exactly the same. Oh, I think the kids unplugged my iron all the way. Give me a second to plug this iron back in. Okay, that's odd. All right. Took a second. All right. If I ever get a channel, I'll be sneaking late sewing and talking also. Yeah, yakking. We giving you chest pain and love. Hi, Pamela. I just about to go to bed when I got your notification, almost 1:38. Well, then go to bed. You don't have to stay up with me. Hi, Terry. I find paper piecing kind of difficult. No, this is actually quite simple because I'm using paper. Oops. And a pair of scissors would be nice as well for cutting off anything extra, because I could still use it and then trim down whatever later. So all the pieces that I'm going to use, I'll just keep out because I can use them in other blocks. So just lining things up and sewing them on. Hi, Rachel. And I didn't iron this just yet because I just turned the iron on. So my wooden press, just press these until the iron is fully ready, and then I'll press each block when they're finished, I guess. And I don't need these to be very far because these are very small blocks. I think these pieces are 7.5-inch squares from my phone book that I had. That's not big enough. Oops, that was my elbow. Ooh, this guy will go perfect right there. So I'll just put this guy right there. And I'm just gonna trim this off now because make it easier. And sew this one on this side. I'm not caring how many pieces, I'm just sewing. Yep, telephone pages from the book, because telephone books go to waste so often. He landed in the right spot. Nope, his head did. Alright. Let's grab something for this side now. So now I'm going to go on the opposite side. My strings all have like strings hanging from them. Debbie says it's 2:28 a.m. What are you guys doing awake? Same as me. Can't sleep, must sew. Alright, so I'm going to put this on here. Sew it on. Trim off my excess. Use it. Again. Finger press or my wooden press tool. What's everybody up to? You guys are all awake. What you guys doing? Anybody else sewing? And for those that are new to my channel, Insomniac Quilting Series is episodes of me just doing whatever. I don't really have an agenda for these episodes. I just kind of do whatever, so every time is something different. But if I start something in one, I tend to do that next episode as that same thing. But I finished my project from that last episode, so technically I was able to start something else, and I didn't even show you guys what I finished. I should show you. I started some blocks and they came out absolutely horrible. They got all messed up, but I finished them anyway. And now it is a quilt for Sasha, my little niece, as soon as I can quilt it. So I'll show you guys that as soon as I finish this block. That's not big enough. Let's just do 2 strings. Yep, we'll have a corner there. That's okay. I wish I could find some old telephone books. They were so much bigger. Yeah, ours used to be big too. Now they're very small, so I only get the small pages, but that's okay. It will all work. Yes, the Medicare books. Very light and easy to tear paper. Hi, Shirley. So I just sew them on, finger press or wood press them back, and then when I finally trim the block, then I'll press it properly. I like my little roll around there now. I am so glad I went back to the thrift store and got it. Ooh, perfect piece. Look at that. Ends right there. So I'll have one block done. If you shorten the stitch length, it's no hard to remove. Yeah, you just short your stitch length to about, I have mine at about 1.8 right now. And it works just fine. So I'm going to press this real quick and then I will trim it to the size of my paper. So here's my block. Now I'm just going to trim it to the size of my paper. I'm just going to use my add a quarter ruler to do this because it's what I have right here. I just lined it up to the paper to cut. I was trying to train myself to sit and cut, but that's not working very well. Alright, so here's block 1. Just random. So, one block down. A bazillion more to make because I have no idea what I'm making here. Let's grab another piece of paper. We're going to split this in half. And I have a nice thinner piece. I'm going to make sure that it covers this whole piece from corner to corner. I'm going to trim it off right there. We're going to find another one, put it right next to it, and we're going to sew it on. It would help if the pieces were pressed first, but that's not going to work because I don't feel like doing all that extra work. Randomly perfect, yes. Unless I have to pick it out. Yeah, it's kind of hard if you mess up and you need to pick something, especially when you're doing scrappy blocks like this with paper piecing. And you don't have to add only to one side and then to the other. You can actually start adding to the opposite side, as long as it's the right length. Like I said, I should have pressed all my pieces first, but that's okay. You can just grab from your scraps and sew. I lost my foot pedal. There it is. These are kind of small, so they'll go quick because I'm making them small. Let's put some flowers in there. Why not? Right there? Sure, why not? So I'm just going from side to side, which is no big deal. Is harder, correct. What you do now, easy, easy, yes. You're digging for the best piece. I know, and I have so many scraps from so many things that I have done. My scrap bin is quite full. Okay, it's a white on white that I'm adding, so I can't tell which side is the correct side. I figured the only way that I'm going to use up this wonderful tub, it's not a tub, but bag of scraps is to just cut up all my phone books because I do have another one, and just start sewing everything. That should be about the right size. Add this one right here. This is gonna be so scrappy, so very scrappy. This is the scrappiest. Oh, look at that. It made it to the edge exactly. Look at that. Alright, let's find something. Christmas? Why not? Is that about the right size? Take a quarter away, take a quarter away. Does that work? Nope. Not enough. I already used that one. How about... Nope, not big enough. There we go. Green. Plenty of size right there. Kind of even oversized. But that works because then I have plenty of scrap off of that to use for something else. So how is everybody doing? Everybody good tonight? Alright, so I'm going to go press this and then trim it. This is one ugly block, but it'll work. I almost grabbed that. That doesn't work for trimming up blocks. So this one can go back in that file. Those can go in that file. I always separate what's left over, like scraps from this, what's usable in my crumb blocks, because look, this can make a half square triangle right there, all these little pieces. So I would save those for my crumbs. All right, block number 2. It's kind of funky, in an ugly, funky kind of way. All right, let's do another one. Ooh, here's a pretty green, but I kind of want this cut in half. So much shredding going on here. Some fabric shreds different than others. All right, let's cut this in half so I can have my center nice and thin. We're going to cut it to size. That way it's passing both tips. Perfect. Line it up here. Choose another piece. How about some Christmas? Will that be long? Nope. That's too wide. I don't want wide. I want a skinnier. Oh, but this has Santa. There we go. There's one with Santa. We're going to put Santa in this block. Stay corner to corner. Corner to corner. How I started, a girl gave me a piece of box material, said sew each piece together. I would search and search for that perfect piece. Well, it turned out to be queen size. Then she said, now cut up 8-inch squares. I was horrified. It turned out a rather unique piece of rag quilt. How did you cut it? Yes, tears in my eyes. I just did not understand. I think I have to check the screen. Oh, it is working. Okay, good. Remember, when we are doing the Insomniac videos, we wear our pajamas. What's going on here? Why it keeps doing that? Good now? Should be. Okay. Refresh your page for those that messed up. I don't know what's going on. Okay. Here we go. I can only tell from this screen because that's facing the rear. Alright, sorry about that, guys. That happens often and I can't control it because of my internet service. Okay. So I was asking you guys who likes scrappy quilts. No, I crazy quilt everything, even if I start out from a very traditional block kit. And everyone was talking. Okay, most of what I do is scrappy. That's Terry. I refreshed here too. Buffering, still refreshed and still buffering. Got you back. You're back now. All right. Sorry about that. Cannot control this internet here. It really sucks. Really sucks. Really sucks. Gina loves to do scrappy. Alright, let's add one more piece. If I could find one that's going to fit that strange end angle. And this one should. Take a quarter away. There we go. This should end up right there at the edge. There we go. Alright, so now I'm going to press this and we'll have another. It'll be block 3. Pressed. I'm ready to cut. All I'm doing is making a pile of more scraps. Okay, here's block 3. It's got Santa. Hold on, let's put Santa right side up. There's Santa. So we got a Santa in that one. Alright, next paper. Tablet doesn't have much charge left, so I have to go to the TV soon. Okay, Terry. Gets rid of scraps plus. Like what you're doing because it's fast and easy. Yeah, goes together nicely. Is this long enough? Oh, that's not long enough, but we're going to use that though. This one's long enough, but we're going to trim this in half. Oh yeah, we'll get plenty out of that. We're going to go right there. So one can go back in the thing. The other can come over here and be the first piece. And then this one is enough for the second. Oh, yes, it is. But I'm going to trim that in half, too. Because it's just too big. Some of my strings are not really strings. They're big chunks. Alright, let's make sure that's where it needs to be. Make sure this is where it needs to be. I'm going to come over here and sew it. this one's going to be a cute one. Tennessee 11. Okay, I saw that. Hello, everyone. I see I'm not the only one that gets up in the middle of the night, right? Hi, Sarah. Yeah, I'm up late every night, so I figured tonight let me just make something and have fun, and that's what I'm gonna do. Just gonna keep making these little blocks, hang out with you guys, chat, waste my time. Actually, I'm not really wasting my time. I'm putting my time to good use when I can't sleep. The other night I was in here, I made, all I did was trim up my scrap bin of bigger scraps, and I cut them down into pre-cuts. That's what I was doing the other day in here. So I have a lot of my pre-cuts cut. I'm going to put this one on this side. So yeah, I made some more pre-cuts for my pre-cut bin. And I got my big bin of scraps down quite a bit and pre-cuts made. So this had a seam in it. Can you see that? There was a seam in this piece. And that don't matter. It was probably left over from a first border or something. That's why it had a seam. This guy on here, but this is kind of on the long side, so we're going to trim it down. Hi, Anne. I use packing paper from U-Haul to cut into squares. Had some left over from my last move, and it works great and tears away easy. Are you talking about like the brown packing paper? Kind of packing paper? Because I've used some kind of packaging paper before as well. I'm trying to think of where it was brown, and I don't remember where it was from. Oop, that's got a salvage in it, but I can care less. Why? Because it's just scrappy. Let's put this one on this side. This needs to be pressed though. It's kind of on the really wrinkled side. I keep trying to not use my fingernails, but I'm still using my fingernails. Go figure. Ooh. That's not gonna work. Get one teacup in there. Hold on. I'm going to do it from the back side so that I know I'm getting the right amount. We're going to put a teacup right here on this end. Cut it to size. That's the fun part about string piecing and scrap piecing and stuff. You can choose what goes where when you're digging through your scrap. So this block will end with a teacup at it, or a coffee cup, or whatever you want to call it. And one more for this side. That big enough? Yep. So one more for this side, just a little piece. And I'm going to come in here and snip that away now instead of later. I'm just paper piecing some scrappy blocks. When I was watching Becca earlier and hanging out on there, I was like, she's making something with the cotton cut things, and I don't get that. So instead I figured, well, why not just string piece some fabric and have fun with it. So that's what I'm doing, because she inspired me. Everybody inspired me with their blocks that they were posting. So obviously I needed to make myself some string blocks and have fun with it. See if I can do this sit down cutting thing. I'm not really good with sit down cutting. How many of you sit when you cut? I'm so used to standing that sitting is a little on the awkward side for me, if that makes any sense. I feel weird doing it because I am not used to it. I'm going to have a lot of pieces like this that I can turn into half squares. See that? Which is cool because it works for other things that I can make. You can use them as leaders and enders. I don't ever do that because I don't have an open machine. I'm a single needle, so I don't have to worry about leaders and enders. Nothing gets sucked down in there. All right, here's block number 4. See that coffee cup? It's got a coffee cup in it. All right, let's make another one. Gotta keep going. All right, let's trim this in half and use this as a starter. 1 inch will do. There. I'm trying to make it a little bit on the straighter side. Okay. First piece, just like that. Let's go. Ooh, this is pretty. Let's use this. Is this long enough? Oh yeah, it's long enough. I'll put this as piece number 2. I'll grab my piece, hold it, and sew it. So Marlene sits to cut. Yeah, I'm not used to this sitting and cutting thing. I do like the fact that I can roll around now. I'm glad I went to that thrift store and got the chair because it was free. It does help. It doesn't roll on the carpet very well like you would think, but ooh, let's put this pink one there. But it rolls good enough. Come on. I have so many of these that I have to cut them in half because they're so long. Like I said, I gotta stop using my fingernail. Gotta remember to grab this tool every time. Alright, let's grab another one. This will work. Let's cut this. This one's getting thinner ones because I'm cutting the bigger pieces in half. Can someone link the tool? This is from Quilts. She actually has a video and she's doing the end of the year order so that everybody can get their orders in before Christmas time and all the shipping problems during Christmas time. So if you go over to Quilts from my page, and I would do it, but I don't know how to do that, and go over to Quilts, and she has a video she just posted about these tools, telling you how you can order them, and it's most likely in the description below that goes to where she sells them, and then click on that. I have no moderators here right now, so nobody can add a link because nobody's here. It is quite late, later than my normal time. I usually come on around 10 for Insomniac. But as long as you sub to Quilts, you just go over there and you can link it. She just, like, 2 days ago posted the video. Maybe 3 days ago. I don't know. I've been in bed for 2 days. But but I know she posted the video about the tools. And they're really nice. I like it, and it's saving on my nail. I broke my nail the other day because I couldn't, my brain was like, oh wait, grab the tool. Oh wait, grab the tool. I keep forgetting all about it. Ooh, a white on white? No, I don't want to do that again. Those aren't long enough. I really have a lot of scraps in here. Purple. Ooh, let's cut this in half. Or in threes, because there's a lot here. Purple with sparklies. I'm going to cut this next piece too, so that way it's ready again for another one. I can use it in more blocks. Hi, Vicky. But I couldn't make it. I live in Southern Illinois with a home in Iowa too. So you're up late. Love strip piecing, but right now I have to pack up. We have to leave in 5 days and don't have the money to move. Oh my goodness, that sucks, Sarah. I'm very sorry. Moving sucks, period. Chop this. I need it to be that big. All right, let's start adding to the other side. Sure, some stripes, why not? These are going to be so weird. They got a little bit of everything, but it's going to make something. It's going to be an interesting quilt. These are actually scraps from a Christmas quilt I did a couple years ago. This piece. And it has a seam in it, so it's going to be a little bit tougher right there, but let's cut this in half. I like my strings to be a little bit more stringier, so some things I have to cut in half. So I don't want them all to be too thick, and I don't want them all to be too thin. I want a balance. Sitting down, the other hand, rotary cutter works best. The ergonomic one. Oh, the Martelli one, yeah. A lot of people have been telling me I should invest in one of those just to see, because I'm always making something. Nope, that's not big enough. Ooh, I want to put some kitty cats on this one. Is that big enough if I take away a 1/4 inch seam? It is! Yay, let's put some kitties right here. Just a little. Slide the scissors in. Cut that away. This one's gonna get some kitties. Don't forget to hit the like button. Thank you, Anne, for the reminder for everybody. The like button does help. Of course, the dislike button helps too, and some people hit that. But what is there to dislike about sitting here chatting while sewing? We all love it. That's what we're here for, is to make quilts. All right, let's do this sitting cutting thing again. I'm gonna get myself used to it sooner or later. I have to, because I like rolling around, and plus I get tired of this standing up over and over. I need to get myself a little like TV tray so I could turn it into a little miniature ironing board for right here, because that's where my plugs are. That way I can just turn and iron, or I could put it behind me maybe. I do have a little portable thing, but it's like bowing, so. Oh, that didn't cut right there. All right, next block done. What do we got? 5? 1, 2, 3, 4. There's number 5. Let me see. Kitty cats are facing that way. So number 5 has kitty cats up here in the top corner. So they're all different. All right, next. Have you tried any vinyl bags done yet? No, Linda. I'm going to do it live. I want to do my first vinyl bag live. And so I've been contemplating in my brain the changes I want to make to my Tiffy bag, style 2, the bigger one. Because it's vinyl, it needs to go together a different way. So I need to change up some of the cuts. And then in my brain, I'm thinking it'll fit one way, but I know it's not going to. So, but I do have a plan, and I want to do it live so you guys can see my first time screwing around and hopefully make something, a vinyl bag that looks decent. Because, yeah, I want to make sure that it comes out okay. Ooh, let's use this one. Nice thin string. This is like 1 inch. So yeah, I haven't done it yet, but I plan to. Plan to very soon. I got the vinyl, need to do it. I got some waterproof lining, and I'm waiting for more foam. The foam should be in the mail, don't know when. And I'm waiting for Joann's to get the Decaville light back in stock. Because that's what I was told works the best for vinyl. So I have to get that, because the stabilizer I have will probably work, but I want the bag to turn out decent, you know, because I've never worked with vinyl before. So once I get all that situated and get ready, you guys will see me do vinyl for the first time ever on a live stream, because I think that'll be the best way to do it, showing you guys my first time. Sounds like a plan. Good plan. Found one of those mini portable ironing boards and put it on a Rubbermaid tote when I need to iron on vinyl on my shirts or projects and ironing space, but was nice not to get up for sure. Yeah, that's it. And especially like when I have my surgery, which I still haven't seen the pulmonologist. The surgeon's office called to tell me the pulmonologist's office is out this week. So as soon as I can get into the pulmonologist and get all that situated, then hopefully, I want this to land a certain way. Sorry guys, making sure it lands a certain way. It's one of those pulmonologist offices where they're in the office for a week and then they work in the hospital for a week. Well, this week they couldn't get me in because scheduling. So the pulmonologist office or lung specialist couldn't get me in this week, and this was the week he was in the office. So next week, Monday through Friday, he's at the hospital. So the week after, which is the week the surgeon wanted to see me back, is when I can get into the pulmonologist. So I have to wait, which kind of sucks. So the only other option is, since the pulmonologist is at the hospital, is to go into the ER again and complain about chest pain and headache and blah, blah, blah. And maybe they'll finally bring in a pulmonologist to see me. But the chances of that happening are slim to none because my hospital here sucks. I need to go to a bigger hospital to actually be seen by some kind of somebody. And even then, ER visits don't diagnose things. I mean, they'll diagnose your emergency, but they don't diagnose things ongoing. So, and I usually don't ever want to go because I have MS, and they always blame everything on me having MS when I go to the hospital. So. I try to ignore that place as much as possible unless I have surgery or something. So, which I've had plenty of surgeries at the hospital. I've never had a problem with that. I just have a problem with emergency room visits. So yeah, I'm just waiting on seeing that doctor. Ooh, let's put some flowers. I don't want that on that edge. Let's put it on this edge. So there's lots of waiting. I hate the waiting game. I've been waiting since February though, for everything that has to do with valley fever. So these are 7.5 inch blocks. Yes. Hold on. Yeah, 7.5 inch from the phone book papers. Yeah, great idea about the packing paper. Surely may have to see if I have some left over from moving. Yeah, that's a good idea. Stop using my nail. You can hear it. My nails are like really, really thin. For the last couple weeks, it's been crazy how many weird things my body has different as opposed to, 6-8 months ago. So you guys talking about, it's only 12:23 here right now, where I am in wonderful Arizona. All right, one more piece for this one, and then this one will be ready to press and trim. This one is ready to press. See, I can roll over here to press if I need, obviously. So I can roll around and do everything. I haven't found one of those matte things. They're actually kind of expensive, those little floor things, but I need one that's a specific size, so that's why I don't have one yet. I was telling you guys about that when I started rearranging my room. So yeah, I haven't found one that's in the size that I need, and I didn't realize that those things are expensive. Offices must spend a lot of money to have those things in their offices. I'm gonna have so many crumbs after this. Who knows how many blocks I'm going to make. I did not pre-think this. I just wanted to sew something and hang out with you guys. All right, so here is block 6. I like how the tribal ended up right there really nicely. All right, next. All right. Let's find something really awesome for the center of this next one. Ooh, let's use this. I don't need as much of it because that is a really long strip. I definitely don't want. Can you tell? I have leftover binding in here too, and it's just pressed out, so I don't have to press it at a later time. All right, let's find a second piece to go next to that. Ooh, let's do some bright and shiny kitty kitties. This block isn't gonna be like the rest. It's going to be very colorful with bigger pieces. So I already used that, so I can go in the I already used it pile. Hi Vicky, I am foundation paper piecing some string blocks because I feel like it. Fired earlier. And I was awake, so I might as well do something with my time that's productive and spend it with you guys because I haven't made very many videos lately, so I can up the fact that I can have another video as well as hanging out with you guys. No, that's not pretty. We'll go next. Ooh, love print. Okay, we're gonna split that in half. Only because it has cupcakes on it. Oh my goodness, where's my line? I'm losing. My eyesight is a little on the not so perfect side. Alright. This one's going to be a very colorful block. Lots of color here. Cupcakes and hearts, kitty cats and X's. That's funny. No matching. Oh, nice. Painting bathroom now. White ceiling and light lavender. Ooh, fun. I want to do lavender-ish or some kind of purple color on this wall right here. But that's going to be a long time from now because I don't have time to do that. And I don't want to breathe the smell of any kind of paint-related anything because that would just make me feel really sick. We're going to split this in half. Because the bees are small, so it's okay. So we're going to split it in half. And it's a 2.5 inch strip, so 1 1/4 is half. Okay. Stay nice, stay nice. Cut off this end. You guys see how I do that? I slide the scissors under and then cut at an angle. So that way I don't have too much scrap to cut off of it. Let's put this on this side. And we're going to split this in half too. Why? Because I have a lot of leftover binding pieces inside this thing. I call those my strings. So it's going to be 1 1/4 as well. Like I said, this is a very colorful piece that I'm doing here. So see, I lay it on here and then I go to the end and then I use my scissors to cut probably about 1/4 inch away from the end, you know, so it's actually an angle. You can see that. That way it goes up. It actually works when you pre-do that really well and you have less to trim off in the end, less waste, I guess is the word for it. Lays nice. They're 7.5-inch blocks. So they're not very big, so I'm going to need a ton of them to make something of substantial size. And you guys know me, when I make quilts, I like a lot of size. And I'm going to split this in half. This is a leftover piece from recent bag making, because I've been throwing those in here too. This is probably going to be my favorite block of all the blocks so far. This one has so much color. It's bright like me. Happy. It's a happy block. Oh, that gives me a small one at the end. So I just lay it at the top to where it's covering about 1/4 inch beyond, and then I take my scissors and I cut an angle 1/4 inch beyond. I'm pretty sure some of you were wondering what I was doing here. Or those that are watching after the fact. So I'm kind of just adding pieces side to side, side to side. Alright, so 2 more pieces, 1 on each end. Ooh, these gonna put horsies. That's not gonna work right there though. It would have been nice. No, don't want those. I want bright. I need more bright ones. Oh, those aren't. Ooh, at the bottom of a skull face. Will that even fit there? Nope. I want it to like end up sticking out at the right spot. We'll put it there anyway. We're gonna hope that it lands where I want it. It's a leftover bag piece. You can sort of tell. You could sort of tell it was me little skull. Alright, one more. One more for this side. Love that last square. Goes to show how your scraps can add up to make another quilt. Yes. Are you gonna do a solid sashing in between? I don't know what I'm gonna be doing yet, honestly. We'll see. We'll see what happens. See how many blocks I actually end up making in total. Alright, trim it down. I don't know what I'm going to make. I just know that I was inspired to do this earlier, but I wasn't sewing. I've been in bed, so why not do this? I'm going to totally cut this right here. I know that seemed weird, but I don't want to waste too much, because I can use that big piece for something else. All right, block number 7. You see how fast these go together? This has got to be my favorite one, because it's so colorful. Has little bees and kitties and a partial cupcake in it and all sorts of stuff. And a little skull at the bottom. Can you see my little skull peeking at the bottom? My little rainbow skull. Isn't that so cute? All right, next. I'm really gonna just fly through all these. All right, let's start this one off with some birdhouses. Why not? Some Christmas fabric. Why not? So let's put these two together and sew them on. Forgot to like show you guys. See how quick I forget? I was going to show you episode 30. No, I did a bag in the last episode. What did I do it? Maybe I did it in another thing. Anyway, I finished a quilt top from something else. Let me show you guys. I don't remember what video. It was the pinwheel, disappearing pinwheel. So this is what I ended up making. I know the color is lost in it, so I have to like bring it close for you guys to see. I just made it and I'm going to give it to Sasha. I'm just going to quilt it up for the baby. Well, she's not a baby anymore. She's 3. But this is what I did for her. And I just added some children's fabric around the edge. So that's that. Didn't turn out the way I had hoped. Turned out way different. But it is quite big. I actually haven't measured it yet because I just did it the other day. So. But she'll like it. She'll use it on her little kid bed here. And soon, within the next, I don't know, probably within the next few weeks, like 2 weeks or so, if I'm not in surgery or having surgery or whatever, I can put my long arm on the frame because the weather has gone down. So at night it's about, I don't know, 85 to 88 degrees. As long as it's under 90, I can use my long arm in the garage. Thank you, Anne, for the reminder. Love the kitties. That's cute, very nice. Happy sunny day, right? It's different for sure. And I only added the black because I could not find another color that goes yellow. And then when I added the border, I really just threw a border on because yeah, and it's a big border too. I cut it at 6 inches. I cut it 6 inches. So I used up all of that fabric besides a 3-inch strip. Because I only had like 34 inches of it. I do have to say something about using phone book paper or newspaper. When you are pressing, if you're pressing on your, it wipes away, but if you're pressing on your sewing surface, it does leave marks. It wipes away with water and whatever. And yeah, so just thought I'd let you know that it makes a mess right here. It transfers the ink from the phone book. And if you use newspaper, you'll get it all over your fingers. It's actually worse. But that's the only downfall of all that. This one's not going to have very much on it. This is a very quick block. So we got Christmas mixed with Easter in this one. Because this is a little Easter bunny and Easter egg print. Mixed with, I guess, fall. I don't know. It's going quick. That's all that matters. It's going quick. And don't forget, you guys can join the group. It's in the description below for it's Tiffany's Quilting Life Community Facebook group. You guys can join that if you haven't yet. Ouch, that was my elbow. And join by sharing photos that you've done of quilts that you've done, and I share all the projects that I do here over there when I remember to take a photo of them. At least I share most of my projects. So if you guys haven't subscribed, or not subscribed, but if you've subscribed to my channel, you can go into the description of every single video. There's lots of information, and then there's the link to the Facebook group. Join that, and you guys can see pictures of all the things that everybody does and the things that I do. A great place to draw inspiration for making something, because there's so many beautiful things that people do, and it's nice to share what you're currently working on so that others can, you know, get a general idea of all the things that are available, especially for beginners. All the different patterns that you can try and do. People share their stuff, and that's how it works. And I think I'm buffering. Let me check. Nope, I'm not. It looks good here. It's just this screen over here. Good night, Pamela. I think that's who's leaving. Let me make sure, because I can't see. Yep, it's good. I almost tried to cut that using scissors. You can do that if you have scissors. So again, like I said, all these little pieces, all these little cutoffs, just gonna pull them apart. There's a couple stitches in them. When I get a chance, I'm gonna pull them apart and then sew them into half square triangles, like that. I'll do that later though. I hope that other screen didn't go away, because I'm probably gonna have to switch to a front screen. It's not, the internet today is so horrible. It's not today, it's every day, honestly, at my house, the internet. I'm talking about internet, and you want to hear something funny? This page from the phone book that I'm cutting right now is says, with high-speed internet, television, and phone from Frontier. It's actually the internet page to get internet. I'm going to check the screen again in 2 seconds, because this one's not loading, so I'm hoping that I didn't lose the big screen, or the recording screen. Nope, that's still good. Well, at least you guys are still there. That's all that matters. So here's the next block. So there's that. I cannot see your comments right now because my screen is off for the thing. So there's block 8. All right, let's start another one while I wait for this to load. Oh, look, now it wants to load. All right, let's do some coffee cups. Why not? Coffee cups next to some flowers. Is that big enough? Oh, look at that, perfect size. Going to leave you in good hands, Tiffany. Good night, ladies. Okay, good night, Pamela. Sorry. Yeah, now that I can see that. Ooh, this is a nice big start for this one. This one's just going to have big chunky pieces, very big chunky pieces, but it doesn't matter what size they are. because it's scrappy. And I have to use it all up anyway. Curious question, you guys can't hear my radio, right? It's kind of next to the speaker where you guys hear me talk from. Should be good enough. Oh yeah, plenty of size. Come on, get out of there. Okay, good. I don't want to get in trouble for having music in the background because it's so illegal. This piece? Sure, why not? Alright, 2 more pieces maybe, and it'll be finished off. It's kind of a big one. Let's split this in half. No, I'm not going to split that in half. Let's just split this brown one in half. We're going to split it, but small, because that way I can put 2 pieces here on this end. Piece. Let's see what we can put here at the end. How about some yellow? Oh man, here is a point where I need to pick, because this came up short because the piece shifted. Don't you hate when that happens? So I had a shifting piece, so I'm just gonna take this off. See how easy that was? Readjust it. Here, we're just going to put this other piece on here. Why? Because that one is a lot longer and I won't have to adjust anything. Aha, okay, that fit better. And now let's add this yellow on the end, and it should cover it plenty fine. And before I iron it, I'm going to trim away the excess of this yellow so that it doesn't go to waste. Okay. I'm going to press it. Trim it. You guys are kind of quiet tonight. I got 29 of you. Where's all my noise makers, all my talkers? Or is everybody just kind of tired and exhausted? Need something to watch while you fall asleep? I completely understand, trust me. I do it too. Alright, so this will be block, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This will be number 9. These go pretty darn quick. So if you are a beginner, and you have tons of gave you scraps or something, this is probably the easiest thing to just put something together. All right. Ann says everybody fell asleep, right? All right, there's number 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So let's make another one to have number 10 already that quick. Sure. It's not long enough. Ooh, I want to use this one, but I need to split that. I'm not going to use it in this one, but I am going to use it in this one, but it's not going to be the first piece. I'm just going to turn it into 3 separate pieces because it's really cool. So I'm going to leave that right there so I can use it. We're going to start this one off. We don't want to put this in there too. Such a big bag. Let's pull from the middle. Let's see what we got going on down there. Black polka dots. Sure, why not? Start with some black polka dots. Now will this be long enough? Nope. And let's put... Nope, not long enough. This one's long enough. Black polka dots next to an orange, so we're gonna trim this away right there. Sarah's just watching and no, I haven't fallen asleep yet. I don't mind if you guys are just sleep watching. It's okay. All right. Lay that on there nicely. Sew it down. Almost tried to shift on me, which doesn't matter if it gets crooked or wonky in any way whatsoever. That's okay too, because there's no such thing as perfection when you are string piecing. All right, now my piece can go here. It's trees, that's why I thought it would be really cool to have in a block. Well, all of it's really cool to be in a block. Liking this block a lot already. This one has the bright orange and yellow in it with some trees next to it. Looks great. I don't want that in this block. Digging into the bottom again. What do we got down here? Ooh, I like this one. This was a Noda print. This is in the back of my, what is it called? Now the word isn't coming to me. Hunter Star. It's part of the back of my Hunter Star quilt. Cool part is I can totally tell you what quilts a lot of this fabric was in. They're not in here for me to pull them out, but I could tell you what they were in. Ingredient. Hi Connor, welcome. Haven't seen you around in a while, but then I haven't been on in a while. More fallness. More fallness. Ooh, that covers this whole end. If I took a 1/4 inch seam away, let's look at this. It pretty much does. I totally want to put this on here and just end this block with this. That's like perfect. We're going to put this on here and see how this looks, because it's fall-like. This is my fall block. Already had a funky, crazy one. Now I'm going to have a fall one. this excess off. Okay, so that is that side. Let's do something on this side. Ooh. Quilt pieces. Let's end this block with this on this side. This block went quick, huh? Nice big pieces to finish it off. Where did I put? Oh, there it is. I'm going to trim this nice big huge piece off with little waste. Okay, let me press it. My area is starting to become quite the disaster here, and why do I keep grabbing for the screws? I don't know. Alright, lining this up. Can't count how many times I fell asleep to the sound of your juki. I think everyone has. Yeah, I have a lot of you who fall asleep, wake up, fall asleep, wake up. It's kind of funny. I've seen it in lots of videos. Oh, I'm back. I dozed off. What did I miss? It's kind of funny. Line it up. Trim it off. One more side, and then you guys can see this block with all the big, huge pieces. And the tree that runs down that one block. Sorry, the fan is blowing, so because this is on paper. There we go. So this one's actually pretty cool. So there's block 10. So for those that have joined and missed it all, here's 10 blocks so far. So I'm going to put them in stacks of 10. I'm going to leave my papers on until the very end. So here's my first 10. I'm just going to slide those out of the way and make my next 10. Let's use this. I want to split this in half. Ooh, that's kind of hard to do because this is totally not straight. So we're just going to cut 1.5 inches off of it. Throw that to the side. Gonna lay this on here. We're going to find something that goes with it or not. Ooh, how about some cupcakes only? Is that the right size? Perfect. Get my paper to come up. I'm going to start my stitching, lining everything up. Goes across just the way I want. Marlene says, but if I'm listening, I got my flu shot on Tuesday. I think I'm having a mild reaction. I just haven't felt the best. Not really sleepy, but I don't like set not be there. So your flu shot made you, I don't even get the flu shot. And I'm really, really wheezing super bad right now. So I'm going to cough. Nope, it didn't stop it. It's a painful, sensation. I'm gonna go grab a water, so give me like a minute to run through my house and get myself a nice cold water. I'll be right back. So I don't know about you guys, but cold water running down my esophagus and passes the lungs and heart and all that feels good. Especially when I'm wheezing really bad. The colder the water, the better. It's been really weird lately. And even clearing my throat is not working. Hi, Diane. Sorry, I sent my message before I finished correcting it. All right, next piece. Ooh, it's long enough. Woohoo! This is from my, this little piece that I just sewed on is from the, I made a queen size churn dash, and then I made a flying geese quilt, and then I made a scrappy pieces quilt, same from this fabric. And now it's going into this as well. Why? Because I can. I need a piece on the other side so that I can add the other pieces to it. Why not throw them all in the same block? I am making string blocks. I've made 10 now. The paper piecing on foundation paper, blah, blah, blah. Foundation paper piecing them so that I can do, I don't know what with, because I have no plans. I just, Becca was doing it earlier and they were doing it with their cotton cuts. And I was like, you know, I have so many scraps. I have all this already pre-cut phone book paper. Why not make a string quilt? Scrappy string. Just because I needed something to do because I feel like poo-poo. And I need something to distract my mind. So, gives me something to do. Ooh, fits. Plus, I love scrappy string quilts anyway. Yes, we are, Vicky. Obviously, it's not time to sleep. Just kidding. Anybody that needs to sleep, go to sleep. You don't all have to be crazy like me. Yeah, Diane, tell us about those doggies. I'm pretty sure everybody would like to know because they are so adorable. Of course, you're crazy for having puppies because puppies are just crazy and need a lot of attention. Especially how young yours are. They're so little. Won't be for long, especially your Great Dane. That one's gonna get big and quick. Ooh, that's gonna need a really tiny little corner. But that's okay because, again, I'm string piecing, so it doesn't matter. And you know how I can add that corner? That corner can be added on both these sides from my little corner pieces because I've been cutting them all off. Oops. Almost started that short. Alright, so see all these little pieces that I've been chopping off? Just going to find the right one because I have two corners that I need to put on. perfect right there. Oops. Oops. Oh well. Oh well. Oh well. Just leave it, Tiffy. No, don't leave it. There we go. Alright, one more on the other side. Let's add this red. Does that fit? Perfect. Look at that, I'm not wasting anything. I'm using those little pieces too. So most of the pieces in here are in 3 of my quilts. Let me press this one. This one's lots of strings. Lots of strings in this one. Get all my little pieces out of the way. I'm gonna lose my little rulers if I don't move those too. I've got quite the mess going on. Ooh, that was like the perfect piece too. It landed just right. Just took them to play out under the moon. Ooh, hi Linda. I learned so much watching you. I'm watching you on my TV and now my phone so I can chat with some of you. Awesome. Welcome. Finally getting lots of new people that are realizing that they can't sleep, and I'm here helping you not sleep and learn at the same time. All right, here's the next block. I actually think this is probably the cutest block now. My new favorite. I'm gonna bring it real close. It takes a second to focus. So that one is done. So here is 11, but technically I'm gonna count this as 1 for row 2. So I do 10 across by something. Depends on if I put sashing or not. I don't know. I'm just gonna make piles of 10. They're not very big. They're only 7.5 inches, so. All right, let's do something different with this one. We'll reach into the bottom, grab a pile of stuff. See what we got going on here. I got stuff falling everywhere. All right, let's start this one with, ooh, let's put this one in here. Is that long enough? Plenty. All right, so we're gonna get this part one right here. Let's put is that long enough for next one? It is. No, it is not. It's too. I keep hitting my elbow. This is not cool right here. It's like literally in the wrong spot. Oh, I froze. At least that froze. Nope, this is not froze. I don't know what's going on with this stupid thing. All right, let's start sewing this one. If I break out in singing, I'm so sorry. I have my little radio on where you guys can't hear it, but I can. All right, next piece. Ooh, let's put the green next to the green. That'll be perfect. I like the thicker ones because they go together faster with thicker pieces. But I like the thinner ones too because they add so much interest, you know, with the skinnier strips. But the bigger strips, everything goes together so much faster. Alright. Let's add this one on this side. No, that doesn't look good at all. How about this one? That looks good. We'll put this one. Then we have so much falling on the floor. Okay, next piece. Ooh. If I put it on, kind of want to put it on there, but I want to make this one smaller. Hold on a second. I'm going to trim this guy down. Put my paper out of the way so that I can take this strip down smaller. So that could be used in another piece. I'm going to bring my paper back out. There we go. Yeah, that's better. I'm going to add this piece because I like this piece. Because it has color interest. Hi Linda, I've been crocheting, making lots of baby blankets for a new great grandbabies and making 2 more larger ones for older ones for Christmas. Ooh, fun. It's so funny because Opal the Mastiff play with Augie Bear, and of course Miss Velvet has to jump in, making a 3-way tug of war. Augie Bear hanging thin and oh, purses. I sold another one today. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 big purses in that are done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 little purses, and about, hold on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 new colorways that are going to come out as soon as I have foam, because a lot of stuff, and zippers were being shipped as well, because I like to coordinate the zipper, the black zippers and everything. I'm liking the whole coordinating the zipper thing. I'm going to put this little thing right here. So yeah, just waiting on some stuff to come in the mail. I have enough to make 1 bag right now, but I really wanted to do a vinyl bag on video since I was sent some vinyl. And yeah, I have to get those measurements in my head down and how I can change it up so that it's vinyl instead of the cotton, you know. I'm mixing vinyl and cotton actually is what I will be doing. But they're still for sale. There's a couple colorways if you look on my Facebook business page, which is in the description below. If you are interested in a bag that I have made, they are down in the there on my business page, obviously in the description below. This is how you get there. There is a link. How much fun it would be to wash all 3 of them together. Can't wait to get to my quilting. I want to make one like you are doing now. Oh, you want to make a scrap one, Linda? These are so fun, just string piecing on phone book paper. Plus they are so quick. It gets them done so quick. Ooh, I like this one better. Let's put this one here. Really changing it up as I go. But that's the cool part about string piecing. You can just add what you want, where you want it, and how you want it. And see, like I have two corners again, so I can take these little pieces and put them in the corners and have two corners. From all those cutoffs. Look at that, worked perfect. So I don't have to turn all those into quarters or into half square triangles. So I can use them as they are now. Oops, that's already in this. Don't want it a second time. Is that big enough? It is. Okay, I'm going to press this now and trim it so you can see. Nice. No, barely any waste on those corners. Which is good. But not because I'm still filling my waste pile. But I'm using stuff from it. So that's a positive. And this is a nice fresh blade on here, so it's like super duper sharp. All right, next block. So this is technically block number 12. And I think I have to check this. Oh, it looks good. I guess I can just hold block number 12 up right here. If I hold it this way, the light actually shows you where those colors are. So yeah, there's another one done. Another one done. All right. 13. And see, when this freezes over here, it kills out the chat. All right, so let's dig down in the mess here. Let's put this pink one. Nope, that's not even long enough. Is this long enough? It is long enough. Okay. I'm going to chop this end off right here. All right. Let's grab something to go next to it. And start sewing. Oh my goodness. I'm going to make sure you guys are still good. I have no comments for a little bit again because I'm really having internet problems. At least you guys aren't buffering there. It's not letting me run more than one device at a time is what it's doing. Oh, there it is. Alright, I'm missing so much. Alright. Hilarious, can't wait. Thank you so much. He wants to be there for a while. My hubby can't get away. His diabetes way out of whack. He just got 1 year chip from AA. He did weight range to 30 now, 119 skin and bones. We're extremely worried about him. Response to your question is still the same way as it was a pizza for says. No one really cooks regular meals every time we live. That's what in California cleaning. It never lasted. I had household rules. Apologize profusely the way he treated me back then. I'm deeply ashamed. I appreciate the apology. It's a big loss, and not in a good way. Get on a routine, help regulate sugar. Yep. Hey, Jim. Been wondering when you were gonna realize I was here. I am just string piecing for those that are just joining. My head is starting to see these. I'm just going to add to the opposite side now. Better late than never. Well, technically you're not late because I'm going to attempt to try to get 20 done, 20 blocks made while I'm here. We'll see. They're going pretty quick. I'm on 13 now, so just string piecing. Why? Because, well, it's fun. Gives me something to do. And it's fun. It's keeping me from thinking about my crappy brain and my chest and the pain. Also, the sister is there, and she thinks she is the boss, but no one is cooking from, and he is very weak. Sarah is making a book bag for her friend who needs its computer, and she had some specific things she wanted added to it. Ooh, that works. Just stay. Ooh, let's put this in here. Will that work? Oh, yes. And for those that are just joining, I have no idea what I'm doing either. I'm just making string blocks because it's, well, just because I'm making them. Is that long enough right there? Oh, it is. But then I really need a tiny corner. That's not going to work. Let's just put a big piece there. Let's just put a big one right here. And I'm going to pre-cut this side of it too. That way I have another little half piece already in my pile. Your blocks are beautiful. I love making string blocks. So do I. So do I. I made a ton last time and I gave them all away. To subscribers who wanted blocks. So now this is for me to have something different. Make myself something just for fun. I probably won't keep it for myself when it's a full quilt, but whatever I make out of it, whatever I make will be whatever I make. For whatever it turns into being. At least I'm using my scraps up, and lots of them. Ooh, this is pretty. Let's put that next to that. This one's just a total mixture of all sorts of mixed fabrics. None of it goes together at all on this one. This one has no coordination. It's just a mosh posh of messness. Alright, let's add a corner. I wonder if this Christmas tree will be in the corner. Will it land in the corner? No, it will not. I need a wide enough piece. Let's dig down in there. Ooh, camo. Is that enough? Oh yeah, camo is plenty. Alright, let's make this the right size. Because I don't want to waste it. Alright, camo is going to be the corner of this one. If my singing sucks, I'm sorry. Ever since I've had these problem growing in my lungs, I don't sing very well anymore. I used to be told that I had a wonderful voice, but now it sucks. Okay, let's cut this one. So this is piece number 13. Having less and less waste as I do them too, which is good. And for those that are joining, these are 7.5 inch phone book squares because I didn't have a bigger phone book. But that's okay because smaller squares work too, because I can put 4 small squares together to create something, or I can put sashing in between them, or, well, I can do whatever I want with them because they're squares. And I have a bunch of, I'll show you this first. So there's block number 13. If I tilt it just a little, you can see it better because of the lighting. So there's that. I have this whole stack of strings as well, so, but these are right side up strings. See? Okay. So there's a lot here. If I trim these down to 7.5, or they are. Oh, they are 7.5 already. I could mix straight strings and side strings and then change the direction. So I have this stack. Oh, that's what I'm going to do, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I have 21 of these. So yeah, I can make a couple more of these and an equal amount of those. Actually, I would need one more of the other depending on which layout I do. Unless I do 10 across by 10 down, then I would need like a lot. But yeah, I could like totally swap it with these and those. That'd be so cool. I just gave myself an idea and I'm gonna leave those out because of my idea. Oh, look at me. See, you come up with things in the middle of the night. Yep, that's what I'm gonna do. Hi, Ellen. Okay, I saw that. These rules sounds like no self-drive. How old is he? 57 now. No respect for women. I'm so glad she was retired at home. Get him to a shrink. Yeah. My stomach is twisted by all of this. This plane lands at Lambert Field, St. Louis, Missouri at 11:57 p.m. We won't get back to the house until 3 a.m. or so, 24 hours from now. Oh my goodness, Vicki, that's a lot of driving. Come between you and your hubby. Yeah, definitely. He has no insurance in his state. He's on Medicare. Kelly. His blood sugar went up to 900 just last week, down to 39. So he was admitted in the hospital for a couple days. Very nice. I like that one. All right. Next, I'm going to start this one with the camo. I like it. I like the camo. I'm going to just use up some of these ones that are already sitting next to me now instead of digging through the tub. All right, let's make sure that stays top to top, tip to tip. Let's just put this blue next to it because it's right here. If I can grab it because the paper is so thin. And you could just as well sew these strips together and then cut a bunch of blocks, you know. That's how these ones are done. These are just sewn bunches of strips and then trimmed down into whatever size it ended up. So 7.5 of these. So I have a bunch of 7.5s. So these weren't on paper. These are just string pieced. And then you just cut out your size. Or you can put them on the paper so that you can change the angle and so on and so forth. It didn't shift. Okay, good. I almost thought that the camo shifted a little bit. It felt like it did. Jim respects me and I confers. He doesn't respect for it. His ex-girlfriend bought him a ticket and it's picking up and taking him so far. Okay. Still here, so I don't know. This one so that he's coming up here to live. Alright. Let's add some. Oh, I like this. I want to add this in here. This one's just getting big strips because I like it. Actually, I'll start one with this. Screw it. Put this on this side. No. This one's only going to have like 4 strips in it. But that's okay. Iron turned itself off again. Alright, let's find a corner. Turtle? Turtle. The legs of a turtle, at least. Square triangles. Oh, the other ones? Yeah. You know, hold on, let me think about this for a second. If I took this, I took this and put them right sides together and then cut it in half, I would have, now that you say half square triangles, I would have a funky, cool block like this. That would look so cool. I don't know how I would rearrange them though, but I don't know. That would be cool though. I'll do something. I'll do something. All right, let's add to the other side. Let's go back through, grab some color. Love watching you. Very relaxing and so many ideas. Thank you, Shirley. Because my brain doesn't stop, it constantly spins. Oh yeah, we could do this. Oh yeah, I could do that. Oh, how is this gonna work? How is that gonna work? That is like my everyday life. Maybe that's why my brain hurts so bad. It's not why my brain hurts, but it's a good excuse. Next. Why not? This one looks good, and then we'll add another one of those little corner pieces. Oh, yeah, it's cut off. There we go. Let's put this guy there. Anybody else sewing right now? I know it's late. Some of you can't sew late after hours, but if I start sewing while my husband is falling asleep, then I'm good. If he's already fallen asleep and then I start sewing, then I end up waking him. Oh, that's definitely too small. I think I used up all those little corners already. All right, let's grab something from this pile. Let's put this, because there's so... Okay. I know. We're going to turn you around. Look at that. You get to face my bags. And we're going to face this camera so that I can watch the screen, because I'm backwards now, though. Just know that my screen this way means I'm backwards from you guys. So I'm facing a different way because we're front cameraing for a minute. But I need to be able to see what I'm doing. Sorry that I lost you guys. Hi, Vivian. So, sorry about that. It happens. So here was block 14. You guys didn't get to see it because I didn't realize that I was buffering. Obviously, hopefully you guys come back. I know I lose video every once in a while. I have those days where it just constantly loses video and then comes back again. So I'm going to make 15. So I'm gonna make one more and then I'm gonna get off of here because obviously my video does not want to be making video. Or my internet does not want me on. My internet is saying, Tiffy, get off. Stay off of the internet. Alright, let's cut this piece. I'm like totally pre-cutting these pieces. Oh, it works. Oh no. Come on. It doesn't help that I have a fan on. Yeah, that's the side I wanted. So I'm going to put this on here. We're going to sew it down. I'm not backwards. Well, it looks backwards for me. The thing is flipped. Oh, and I'm losing this screen too. So yeah, one more block. All this reconnecting to the internet is killing all of my devices. this will be the last block. So if anybody has any questions or anything to say or anything of anything, tell me now. Tell me now, because we're going to be a quick end because all these devices are going to die. So at least I'll get 15 blocks made. And the rest of this block is just getting put together with all the pieces that are already lying next to me. So I'm sorry that my internet sucks. I cannot control that. I live in a, what I call it, a rural city, but technically it's the city. But I've told you guys before, it's one road in, one road out. So there's wires that come one way in and one way out. So internet is not, they don't have very many choices. And they do have wire-free internets now where it's like a satellite or something like that. Which, we don't have that, but it'd be nice if we did. It seems short. I'm not going to put that there. Let's put this one. Put that there. I'm going to pre-trim this side. Alright. General Army and Jim is the babysitter. I'm glad he's here to deal with him. Jim has defended me every time he's been rude or out of line. Just hope you can deal with that for however long. So I'm going to be 20 in a few days. Still home. No full-time job. Wants to party with friends. I am so glad, Jim, and anybody, that my kids got jobs, moved out, and I mean, they may switch jobs often, but I'm glad that 3 of them are at least working. They got their own places. It's one thing they saw from me, and I guess clicked in their world, you know. Oh, we need a job. We need to work to make money, to make a decent living. Like Mom did all those years. No matter what I did, whether it was daycare or working a regular job as a bus driver or a car test driver. It may sound weird, but that's what I did. I instilled something into them. So I hope that your son at 20 years old, Jim, realizes that it's time that he gets out there and gets a job. I have plenty of family members in my life that took a long time before they grew up and realized that they had to do something with their lives. Okay, I'm going to add this kitty here because it's cute. Make sure that it stays right. No, go up some. Such a crooked cut. So hopefully he grows up and moves out. It's good when they do, let me tell you. I have 1 left, and when he grows up and moves out too, I'm going to be like, but then everyone tells me I'm going to have that barren mommy problem where, not barren, that's the wrong word, that where your kids all move out and stay gone. Nobody comes back, and you get bored and lonely. I have my quilting and you guys, but I hope I don't have any bored problems of not having any kids in the house. Once my final 4th kid, ow, did you hear that? That was my knee. Once the 4th kid moves out. I'm really hitting my elbow and my knee a lot. Maybe I need to reevaluate my sitting right here. I'm going to pre-cut this real quick before I press it. Just real close like that. Alright. Alright, so this is my last block for tonight, so I at least did 15 because so if you guys didn't know, these are the kind of things I do off camera usually. Like I said, I made this stack. So most of the time I make these things off camera because this is just me. It's like I'm venting, like, I don't know what the word is for it. It's like when you can't yell and people say, oh, just yell into a pillow or go outside and scream, you know, or something. Or go into your car and turn the music up really loud and scream. Well, when you need to do those things, it does not work for everybody. So instead, for me, this is my screaming. I sit here and I create instead of putting my head into a pillow and letting it all out to nothing. I can do it right here and enjoy myself while I'm frustrated or mad or sad, upset, angry, migraine, chest pain, when I need to just not think about the world and just enjoy me time. That's what this is. All right, so this guy has a little kitty in the corner. You see that? It's just sitting there. And the little quilt blocks on the other side. So we got a kitty with a quilt all on the same block. So there's 15 blocks. And a big pile of a disaster that I'm just going to leave right here because I will probably work on some in the morning. But I am going to get off of here because this is dying and that is going to die too. So let me just quickly read. Making breakfast, hash browns, eggs, toasted coffee. Sounds good. I just need a pack of bacon to go with it. I know what you mean. Kids have fun with the rules of the door. Jimmy can great cook, understands this, but I don't think I understand much of himself. Showers, clothes, laundry. See if some issues that were ignored in high school and he dropped out. Oh, he does have, okay. He could grow out of that. My oldest daughter left high school early because of female problems. She has endometriosis really, really bad, and she has so much. It's a PID, pelvic inflammatory disorder, and it's severe pain. So she left school early, but she went and got her GED, and while she was getting her GED, as soon as she turned 16, because most places don't hire under 16, she went and got a job. And as soon as, you know, we helped out with the first car kind of thing, but from that first cheap little $500 car, she got another car. She sold that and got another car, and she, so on and so forth. And now she has a brand new car, has a really good job. She makes teeth, like fake teeth, implants. So that's good. So just because school doesn't work out and stuff like that, still get out and do something with themselves. My son, Damon, he didn't graduate high school either. He's a dropout and never went back, and he has a job. He's at least a steady job, and he had a car, but he blew up a couple cars already. But him and his girlfriend have a car. They got their own place, so I mean, you just gotta push them. Let me cops at my door. Thanks for another great video. Thanks for hanging out with me, guys. I really appreciate having you guys here. Hi, Emily. Sad dropped out. Jim Bennett, Vivian thing. Did he end up graduating though? Is Tiff not coming back? What? I didn't die again. I'm still here. Maybe you should put the little pieces of pool noodle on the corners. I know, I'm hiding in the sewing room too. She's trying to fix it. Love it. Oh, you guys are behind. That's why I didn't catch up. Okay. Anyways, I'm going to get off here and I will see you guys in my next video. Don't know when that'll be. They're always random. So if you're new to my channel, subscribe. You'll get notifications if you ring that bell, hopefully, because I just come on when I come on. Don't forget, in the description below, there are links to the Facebook group. Join that. I love to see you guys post pictures there. It inspires me to do the things that I do here. It gives me ideas, you know, and as well as you guys get to see actual pictures of the things that I'm doing and the messes that I'm making. And there's also my business page. I just started selling my bags. I'm waiting for foam to give other colorways, but the general idea of the bag is there. So just keep watch if you're interested. Like my page or follow the page or however it works on Facebook, and then you guys can see updates of all the new bags that'll be coming out. I'm going to make one of each colorway for now when I get my foam, and then if somebody buys it, then I'll just make another one. So instead of making multiples of the same one. Other than that, I don't have anything else to say. That's it. I'm done. Insomniac episode 47 is complete. All right, love you guys. Get some sleep. I'll see you guys next video. And we're just going to reach over here